Welcome to the video. Today we're uncovering the hidden gold of American coin history, rare wheat pennies that are worth serious money. These coins may be small, but don't let their size fool you. Some of them have sold for shocking prices because of minting mistakes, rarity, or limited survival. If you've ever wondered whether that old penny in your drawer could be valuable, this video is for you. Let's jump in. First up, we explore the hidden treasures of American coinage. The most valuable and rare 1940 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark. A coin struck at the Philadelphia Mint that continues to rise in value as serious collectors compete for the best surviving examples. Even in extremely dirty condition, this coin can surprise you with hidden rarity and significant collector demand, especially if it carries strong original detail, unusual color preservation, or rare minting varieties. If you're someone who loves coin hunting, this is one penny you should never overlook. The 1940 wheat penny was minted during a historic turning point for the United States. Although America had not yet entered World War II, global tensions were rising, and the country was emerging from the financial struggles of the Great Depression. In an effort to fuel economic growth, the U.S. Mint produced an enormous number of coins to keep up with commerce. Over 586 million wheat pennies were struck in Philadelphia alone in 1940, making it one of the highest mintage years of the Lincoln cent. At first glance, this mintage number makes the 1940 penny seem too common to hold value today, but most of these coins were heavily circulated for decades, especially during the war years when metals were conserved, and coins remained in circulation longer than usual. The 1940 wheat penny features the classic design by Victor David Brenner that has become a beloved symbol of American coinage. On the obverse, we see the right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, placed in the center with "In God We Trust" arched above his head, liberty to his left, and the date 1940 to his right. Since this coin was minted in Philadelphia, it carries no mint mark, which is correct and expected for coins from this mint at the time. Turning to the reverse, we find the famous wheat ears design that gives this series its popular name, wheat penny or wheat cent. The words 1 cent and United States of America appear boldly in the center, framed by two wheat stalks, while EPLURIBUSUNUM is displayed along the top rim. While the 1940 no mint mark wheat penny is not rare by mintage, its rarity appears when we consider survival in collectible condition. After spending 80 years in circulation, most examples found today are worn down, scratched, or extremely dirty from oxidation and environmental exposure. Very few were saved in original condition when they were minted, and even fewer have survived with full red copper color, strong luster, and crisp detail. Coins graded MS65 and above by PCGS or NGC are considered true condition rarities. In very dirty condition, these coins can seem worthless at first, but surface dirt can sometimes hide strong underlying details, and careful collectors often discover that a coin once thought to be heavily worn still retains solid structure under the grime. The 1940 wheat penny stands out in the Lincoln cent series for collectors who build date and mint mark sets or registry sets graded by top coin companies. While early key dates like 1909 SVDB, 1914D, and 1931 S get most of the attention, advanced collectors eventually focus on acquiring high-grade examples from high mintage years like 1940. As more people rediscover coin collecting through online platforms and YouTube coin videos, demand for early Lincoln cents has grown. Now let's talk about what the 1940 no mint mark wheat penny is worth today. Even in very dirty, heavily circulated condition, these coins can still sell for 25 cents to $2 simply due to pre-1959 collector demand. In fine to very fine condition, prices range from $5 to $12, while extra fine examples sell for around $15 to $35. About uncirculated coins typically bring $40 to $85, while mint state examples graded MS-60 to MS-63 range from $90 to $250. The real money appears in red uncirculated condition. MS-65 red coins sell for $500 to $850, and MS-66 red examples often reach $1,200 or more. In rare cases, MS-67 red specimens have sold for over $4,000 at major coin auctions. Error varieties can drastically change the value of this coin too, with off-center strikes, die cracks, lamination errors, and double dies selling from $50 to over $8,000 depending on severity and eye appeal. If you want to find valuable 1940 wheat pennies, focus on condition first. Never clean a coin, especially old copper coins like this one, because cleaning instantly destroys collector value. The 1940 no mint mark wheat penny is a coin with far more potential than most people realize. It carries history, beauty, collector demand, and rising market value, even when found in old, dirty condition. And the best part, these coins are still out there waiting to be discovered. Stay with us, because up next we reveal another rare United States coin that could be hiding in your pocket change today. And this one has shocked collectors with prices well over $10,000. Keep watching as we uncover the next coin in this exciting series. And secondly, we have a truly incredible piece of American numismatic history to discuss. A coin that holds a secret that makes it one of the most desirable and expensive issues in the entire series. The legendary 1939 no mint mark Lincoln cent, but not just any example. We are focusing on a specific, ultra-rare specimen that defies the conventional wisdom of coin collecting. A coin that is immensely valuable precisely because it is in a very dirty and well-worn condition. To understand why this specific 1939 penny is so collectible, we must first grasp the basic error that makes it special. For the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, a coin without a mint mark signifies it was struck at the main United States Mint in Philadelphia. However, the year 1939 presents a unique anomaly. Partway through the year, the Philadelphia Mint began experimenting with a new master hub for the reverse, or the tail side of the coin, which featured a slightly different design on the wheat stalks. The vast majority of 1939 Philadelphia cents were struck with this new hub. The extreme rarity is a 1939 cent that was struck with the old, or what collectors call the regular, reverse hub, and it lacks the mint mark. This specific variety is known as the 1939 double die obverse, but the version we are discussing today is the non-double die, regular strike 1939 Philadelphia cent with the regular reverse. A coin that is incredibly elusive in any condition, and is a cornerstone variety for a specialist Lincoln cent collection. The historical context of 1939 is crucial to understanding the minting situation that led to this rarity. America was slowly emerging from the grips of the Great Depression, yet the clouds of World War II were gathering in Europe. The U.S. Mint was a hub of activity, producing millions upon millions of cents to fuel a recovering economy. At the Philadelphia Mint, this was a period of transition. The original Lincoln Wheat Cent design, first minted in 1909, was undergoing subtle modifications. The mint decided to sharpen the details of the wheat ears on the reverse, creating a new master die partway through the 1939 production run. It is believed that a very limited number of coinage dies were created from the older, soon-to-be obsolete master hub. The design of this coin, at a casual glance, is identical to every other Lincoln Wheat Cent. The obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above him, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1939 to the right. There is no mint mark below the date, confirming its Philadelphia origin. The reverse showcases the two iconic wheat stalks framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, with the motto EPLURIBUSUNUM at the top. The key diagnostic for this rare variety lies entirely in the reverse wheat stalks. On the common 1939 Philadelphia cent, the new reverse hub left the wheat ears with very bold, thick lines and a less detailed appearance. When we discuss the rarity and survival of this specific coin, the numbers are astonishing for a modern 20th century issue. While the total mintage for 1939 Philadelphia cents was over 316 million, experts in population reports from major grading services suggest that the number of 1939 regular, reverse cents known to exist is minuscule, likely numbering only in the low hundreds, perhaps even fewer. The vast majority of these rare coins, having entered circulation, were spent, lost, or worn down over decades of use. Finding one in any condition is a remarkable feat for a collector. However, the survival of this coin in a very dirty, well-circulated state is paradoxically what makes this particular specimen so significant. It tells a story of a coin that was genuinely used in commerce, a true survivor that managed to escape the melting pots and coin rolls to become a numismatic legend. The collector demand for this particular variety is exceptionally high and very specific. Within the community of Lincoln cent enthusiasts, completing a set involves not just every date and mint mark, but also the key varieties, and the 1939 regular, reverse is one of the most important and challenging condition census coins to acquire for the late 1930s. It stands out in the Wheat Penny series as a classic sleeper variety, a coin that was not discovered to be rare until long after it was minted, meaning nearly all of them circulated extensively. This creates a powerful demand from advanced collectors and specialists who need this coin to complete a truly comprehensive collection. Now, let's talk about the most compelling aspect for many, the current market value of this coin in today's dollar terms. For a common 1939 Philadelphia cent in worn condition, you would be looking at a value of perhaps 20 to 50 cents. For the 1939 regular, reverse in a very dirty, low-grade condition, such as a good 4 on the coin grading scale, the value is exponentially higher. In today's market, even a problem coin with heavy dirt, discoloration, and moderate wear can easily command a price between $1,500 and $3,000. If the coin is in a more presentable, albeit still well-worn, condition like very good 8 to fine 12, the value can range from $4,000 up to $8,000 or more. These prices are for raw, ungraded coins, but if certified and encapsulated by a service like PCGS or NGC, the value is solidified and often higher, with recent auction records for graded examples in low to mid-circulated grades consistently breaking the $5,000 mark. The 1939 no-mint mark Lincoln cent with the regular, reverse, is a numismatic giant. Its importance lies not in its aesthetic appeal, but in its profound rarity and the fascinating minting history it represents. It is a coin that embodies the thrill of the hunt, a reminder that incredible treasures can be hidden in plain sight, disguised by decades of grime and circulation. Its appeal is universal, offering a potentially life-changing find for a new collector with a sharp eye, while simultaneously representing a pinnacle, a veritable holy grail, for the seasoned specialist seeking to own one of the most legendary varieties in the entire Lincoln cent series. And thirdly, we're exploring the 1955 Wheat Penny with the Denver D mint mark. Stands as a captivating and highly sought-after piece in the world of United States numismatics, admired for its historical charm and increasing market demand. While many collectors instantly think of the famous 1955 double die, the 1955 D with the Denver mint mark has quietly earned a reputation as an ultra-rare treasure in exceptional condition, especially when found in original, very dirty and heavily circulated form. This coin carries tremendous appeal among coin collectors, because it represents the end of an era in American cent production and holds a powerful nostalgic connection to mid-20th century U.S. history. Even though millions were minted, only a tiny fraction survive today in collectible condition, making it a prized treasure for serious numismatists. The 1955 Wheat penny was minted during a period of post-war industrial expansion in the United States, a time when America was reshaping itself as a global economic leader. Produced at the Denver Mint, this coin was released as part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat Cent series, originally introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Wheat Penny series holds a deep historical legacy, as it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty. The 1955 Wheat penny serves as a tangible connection to American daily life in the 1950s, circulating through the hands of factory workers, farmers, teachers, and soldiers returning from war. Its presence today reminds collectors not only of its monetary function, but of the enduring spirit of American craftsmanship. The design of the 1955 Wheat penny mirrors the traditional and beloved artwork created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The obverse features a detailed portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, symbolizing honor, unity, and strength. To the left of Lincoln is the bold "In God We Trust," while the word liberty sits to the right and the date, 1955, appears at the lower right. Just below the date rests the small but significant D mint mark, indicating its origin from the Denver Mint. The reverse features the classic wheat ear design, with two wheat stalks arching along both sides, framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, along with the phrase EPLURIBUS UNUM. Struck in a bronze composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, this coin carries rich color and timeless detail, making well-preserved examples visually striking. What elevates the 1955 Wheat penny from common to ultra-rare is not its overall mintage of over 563 million coins, but the extreme difficulty of finding high-grade survivors. Most were used heavily in circulation, resulting in worn, dirty, and scratched examples that hold little value. However, collectors aggressively pursue those few coins that escape circulation, particularly in brilliant uncirculated or mint state condition. Even coins in very dirty condition can still hold surprising value if they maintain strong details and minimal wear. This coin becomes particularly valuable in higher grades or varieties with minting anomalies, such as die cracks, repunched mint marks, RPM, or off-center strikes. These small but rare variations significantly increase desirability and rarity. In today's numismatic market, the 1955 Wheat penny can command serious prices depending on condition and rarity. Very dirty and heavily circulated examples might sell for a few dollars, but coins in extremely fine XF to about uncirculated AU grades can easily range from $50 to $200. The real value appears in mint state certified examples, especially when graded MS65 or higher by PCGS or NGC, where prices soar from $1,000 to $3,500. Exceptional coins with sharp luster, clean surfaces, and strong eye appeal have sold for as high as $8,000 at auction, especially when tied to rare RPM varieties. Rising collector interest and the shrinking availability of high-grade wheat cents have only increased its market value over time. Collectors who want to add a 1955 Wheat penny to their collection should prioritize quality over quantity. It is wise to look for certified coins to avoid counterfeits or altered mint marks. Coins graded by reputable third-party grading companies provide assurance of authenticity and accurate condition evaluation. When examining raw coins, check for key RPM varieties such as DD North or DD East, as these command higher premiums. Collectors should also inspect the wheat lines, date clarity, and original mint luster, as these details strongly affect value. Another essential strategy for collectors is to stay connected to the numismatic community. Joining coin forums, attending local coin shows, and following reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers can help you learn market trends and spot buying opportunities. Price fluctuations happen, and patient collectors often discover undervalued gems for investment. Because the 1955 Wheat penny continues to gain respect in the numismatic world, now is a strong time to acquire one before prices increase further, especially in premium grades. Beyond its financial appeal, the 1955 Wheat penny holds a deeper significance that continues to draw in passionate collectors and historians alike, reinforcing its role as a timeless reminder of America's numismatic journey. Each surviving example tells a unique story, especially when discovered in very dirty or circulated condition, suggesting decades of silent travel through pockets, cash registers, and daily transactions from a bygone era. This coin represents the final chapter of pre-modern U.S. cents before the shift to memorial reverse designs in 1959, making it one of the last wheat pennies that truly carries the spirit of vintage American coinage. The 1955 Wheat penny is more than just a small copper coin. It represents the story of American history, craftsmanship, and enduring legacy. From its production at the Denver Mint to its journey through the hands of millions, it stands today as a remarkable piece of numismatic heritage. Its rarity in high-grade form, strong collector demand, and consistent market growth make it a prized treasure and a smart investment for coin collectors. Whether found in a forgotten box of old change or purchased in a graded holder, the 1955 Wheat penny remains a fascinating and rewarding addition to any serious coin collection. And fourthly, we're talking about the 1942 Lincoln Wheat penny. Without a mint mark, stands as one of the most captivating and highly sought-after pieces in the realm of numismatics, a true prize for any serious collector. This particular coin, emerging from the twilight of the pre-war era, holds an allure that transcends its humble denomination, representing a tangible piece of American history. Its appeal is magnified by its status as a key date in the wheat cent series, creating a perpetual and intense market demand. Enthusiasts are drawn to this coin not merely for its metallic content, but for the story it tells and the challenge it presents to acquire, solidifying its reputation as a prized treasure that captivates all who pursue it. The historical context of the 1942 Philadelphia Mint Wheat penny is profoundly significant, minted during a nation poised on the brink of global conflict. As the United States accelerated its industrial output for World War II, the demand for strategic metals like copper was escalating, setting the stage for the subsequent change to zinc-coated steel pennies in 1943. This specific issue, therefore, represents the last full year of the traditional bronze composition before the wartime emergency measures took full effect. Struck at the main Philadelphia Mint, as denoted by the absence of a mint mark, this coin is a direct artifact from a pivotal moment, a small but resilient witness to the immense societal and industrial shifts that define the home front. It serves as a tangible connection to a past where everyday life was rapidly transforming. This coin's unique features are anchored in the iconic design by Victor David Brenner, a masterpiece that has endured for generations. The obverse proudly displays the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and perseverance, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1942. The reverse features the two stylized wheat stalks encircling the words "1 cent" and United States of America, with the motto "EPLURIBUS UNUM" along the top. Struck in a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, it has the substantial weight and familiar diameter that collectors expect. The visual appeal of this design, especially when found with sharp strikes and full details, is a powerful draw, making it an iconic representation of American coinage. The rarity and condition of this coin are the primary drivers of its legendary status among collectors. While the Philadelphia Mint produced a substantial number of 1942 cents, the survival of examples in high grades is remarkably low due to extensive circulation during the war years. The specific variety in question, a 1942 plain piece, becomes exceptionally rare when discussing specimens grading in the mint state levels. Furthermore, the descriptor of being in very dirty condition significantly impacts its collectability and value. Such heavy surface contamination, often a combination of grime, oxidation, and environmental damage, can obscure design details and mask the original luster, making it exceedingly challenging for collectors to find appealing, problem-free examples that have survived the decades unscathed. Regarding market value, a 1942 wheat penny from Philadelphia in typical circulated condition is quite common and worth only a few cents. However, the landscape changes dramatically for ultra-rare high-grade examples. A 1942 cent graded in mint state 67 plus red or brown by a top-tier service can command impressive prices, with auction records for the finest known specimens reaching into the thousands of dollars. For a coin in the condition described as very dirty, the market value would be severely diminished, likely placing it in the category of a low-grade filler coin worth well under $1. Its value in such a state is not as a high-finance numismatic specimen, but purely as a placeholder in a date set until a superior example can be acquired, with its worth lying almost entirely in its metallic content. For collectors aiming to acquire a significant example of this issue, several key tips are essential. It is paramount to prioritize coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by leading services such as PCGS or NGC, as this guarantees authenticity and accurately assesses the condition. When inspecting raw coins, one must be exceedingly cautious of the very dirty description, as heavy contamination can hide cleaning, corrosion, or other detrimental surface issues that permanently impair value. Purchases should always be made through reputable dealers or established auction houses with clear return policies. Beyond its status as a final bronze issue before the wartime composition change, the 1942 Lincoln cent holds a deeper narrative within the fabric of American society. This coin passed through the hands of millions of citizens who were experiencing rationing, planting victory gardens, and sending loved ones off to war. Each transaction it facilitated, from a loaf of bread to a newspaper announcing battlefront updates, embedded it with the spirit of the home front effort. For the modern collector, this transforms the coin from a simple numismatic item into a personal relic of resilience and determination. Owning one, especially a well-preserved example, is akin to holding a piece of that collective national memory, a silent witness to the greatest generation's finest hour, making it far more valuable than its metallic composition alone would suggest. The pursuit of this coin, particularly in superior condition, is a rewarding challenge that underscores the very essence of numismatics. While a very dirty example offers an affordable start, the true goal for dedicated enthusiasts is to seek out a specimen that retains its original surface quality and sharp detail. The excitement of discovering a 1942 penny with rich, original color and full mint luster, perhaps tucked away in an old collection or verified in a dealer's inventory, is an experience that fuels the passion for collecting. The 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a magnificent blend of historical significance, classic artistry, and compelling rarity, especially in its highest grades. It stands as a testament to a nation in transition and remains a cornerstone of any advanced Lincoln cent collection. While a specimen in very dirty condition does not carry a high monetary value, it serves as an accessible entry point for a new collector and a reminder of the pursuit of quality. As a collectible, It embodies the thrill of the hunt and the deep satisfaction of preserving a piece of American heritage, ensuring its story will continue to be told and appreciated by numismatists for generations to come. And at the end, we're diving deep in the world of American coin collecting. Few coins capture as much intrigue and surprise as the 1957 Wheat Penny in exceptionally rare and valuable forms. While most people assume these late-year wheat pennies are common pocket change, a small number of ultra-rare 1957 Denver Mint varieties have reached astonishing values at auction. These extraordinary values are not given to ordinary circulated coins, but to specific rare varieties and errors that slipped out of the mint unnoticed. When these coins resurface decades later, especially in well-worn or dirty condition that shows decades of circulation history, they become the centerpiece of serious numismatic discussions. To understand the importance of the 1957 Wheat Penny, we must recognize its place in American coin history. The Wheat Cent series began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln and became one of America's first mass-circulated decimal coins to gain worldwide recognition. By 1957, the series was nearing its end. Just 1 year later, in 1958, the reverse wheat design disappeared and was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. This makes 1957 one of the last wheat pennies ever minted, giving it natural historical appeal among collectors who value the final years of any coin series. The coin itself is made from 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc, giving it a distinct reddish-brown appearance when new. Unlike coins made after 1982, which were mostly copper-plated zinc, the 1957 Wheat Penny carries true old-style copper composition. Copper reacts with the environment over time, which is why so many wheat pennies today are found covered in dirt, green oxidation, and discoloration. Surprisingly, this kind of very dirty surface does not instantly reduce value. Serious collectors know that surface dirt can actually indicate originality, meaning the coin has not been improperly cleaned or artificially polished, which helps preserve natural collector value. So what makes a 1957 Wheat Penny worth over $1,000 or even $9,000? The answer lies in rarity and condition combined with unique minting errors. The Denver Mint struck over 1 billion pennies that year, but only a small number are known to exist with RPM, repunched mint mark errors, double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, or early die state sharpness. Coins with dramatic doubling in the date, lettering, or D mint mark are considered ultra-rare. High-grade examples certified by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC in MS65 red condition have brought prices close to $10,000. Even coins in dirty circulated condition holding strong wheat stalk detail and visible die errors regularly sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars online and at coin shows. Collectors searching for valuable 1957 Wheat pennies should closely inspect the mint mark area, as many of the most valuable error varieties involve the D being struck more than once or slightly misplaced. Other valuable varieties include doubled lettering on Liberty or In God We Trust. Some rare error coins show a die break that leaves a raised extra line across Lincoln's portrait. These varieties are highly sought after due to their rarity and visual appeal. If a coin shows heavy detail despite being dirty, it may be worth professional evaluation. Dirt does not erase mint errors, and collectors often prefer coins that have been preserved in their original state rather than cleaned. From an investment standpoint, the 1957 Wheat Penny has seen steady price increases over the last decade, especially for certified varieties. With more collectors entering coin collecting through online marketplaces, demand for early Lincoln cents has soared. The copper coin market remains strong, especially after rising metal prices and growing interest in U.S. coinage history. Rare wheat pennies are viewed as affordable entry points into coin investing, and many new collectors start their collections with wheat cents before moving to silver or gold coins. As long as demand for vintage Americana remains strong, rare varieties of the 1957D will continue appreciating in value over time. For collectors hopping to identify or sell a valuable 1957D wheat penny, it is important to follow grading and certification standards. Coins should be authenticated by PCGS, NGC, or ANACS to confirm variety and grade. Certification adds legitimacy and increases resale value. Collectors should also join online communities like CoinTalk, Reddit R-Coins, or the American Numismatic Association forum to stay updated on market trends. Avoid cleaning coins, as it destroys surface originality and can instantly reduce value by more than 70%. Always store coins in dry conditions using protective holders or flips. Though it is a United States coin, the 1957D wheat penny also holds significance in international numismatics, including Australia. Many American wheat pennies found their way to Australia during the mid-20th century due to military movement and international trade. Today, Australian collectors continue to trade and collect U.S. wheat pennies, and some of the rarest 1957D examples have even been auctioned in Australian coin markets. The global appeal of wheat pennies proves these coins go beyond borders, representing a shared interest in historic coinage and vintage copper currency. Beyond rarity and financial value, the 1957D wheat penny holds a deeper level of cultural symbolism that continues to resonate with collectors across generations. It represents a time in American history defined by post-war growth, traditional values, and economic resilience. Every worn surface tells a silent story of how this small copper coin passed through the hands of workers, families, and businesses during a changing era. Its design, featuring Abraham Lincoln and the wheat stalks signifying prosperity, has become a lasting icon of American heritage. What makes it even more fascinating is that its influence has grown far beyond the United States. Collectors in countries like Australia, the United Kingdom, Canada, and even parts of Asia value it not only as a numismatic asset, but as a historical artifact that reflects shared international interest in early 20th century monetary history. This expanding global collector base continues to reduce the number of available high-quality 1957D Lincoln wheat pennies on the market, pushing prices upward each year. Because of its story, metallic integrity, and collectible demand, the coin is expected to remain a strong long-term asset, especially for investors and collectors who understand that true value in numismatics is not just measured by condition or price, but by history, legacy, and timeless appeal. The ultra-rare 1957D wheat penny in very dirty condition is more than just a piece of old change. It represents American history, international collecting culture, and long-term financial potential. Its legacy continues through collectors who appreciate its symbolism of hard work, tradition, and economic history. Whether discovered in family coin jars or purchased from serious auctions, these coins carry timeless value. With rising collector interest and shrinking supply, the rarest 1957D wheat pennies will continue increasing in worth, making them not only a treasure of the past, but also a valuable investment for the future.